generate that kind of the compassion's mind or bodhicitta mind or that kind of the intentions, then you can start your other activities. So the first level, the number one is the attentions or intention, is the applications or action, and that could be anything. For example, you are chanting money, or you are chanting a Bajra Guru, you are chanting a Bajra Sattva, you are offering a mandala, you are offering a butter lamp, you are offering a flower, you are just paying a homage, you are just making some prostration, or you are making some circumambulate in the stupa or anywhere, or you are just wishing someone. That is the actions. And now at the end, and then dedications. Now dedication is also very important. Why intention, action, and the dedications, especially the dedication is important, or these three principles is important, is because whatever we think in this world, it all and everything is considered as a defilement thoughts. Even whether that is positive thoughts, or whether that is merit, or whether that is any kind of the thoughts or any kind of the activities that that considered as a defilement activities or defilement merit. So that merit, if you have a defilement, right? Defilement merit, then that merit can bring you back in this world only. That's not going to take you beyond this suffering of samsara. So go beyond this suffering of samsara, or go to get enlightenment. What you also have to do is you have to have the actions or merit of without the defilement. Free from those kind of this. The mundane's thought, mundane's the connections. Now, how we can do that? That kind of the activities? Then, by following this three principles, having right intentions, and then do a good karma, and then do the dedications. So having those three principles in your practice, then that can save your karma, that can save your merit, and that merit considered as free from the defilement, free from that emotional part. And then if that is free from the emotional part, then that can pile up, your karma will pile up and then save in somewhere, and then that will gives you more, and then that will take you more higher and higher and higher, and then gradually, and then that you can realize, or you can see that all kind of this the higher level of knowledge that you are gaining. So so for that, then this three principle is important. And okay, so that's why we're trying to learn this dedication part, and so we start since last week, and then today we're still on that. Okay, dedications. So today is the dedication part. So dedication of the resulting merit for the benefit of others. And to understand this chapter, there is a two subject. One is brief exposition, and one is detailed teachings. And today is the second one, detailed teachings. And within the detailed teachings, there also has three another subdivisions. Dedications of virtues as the cause of happiness and of benefit for others, that is one. And dedications of virtues for one's own sake, that is as the cause of enlightened activities, that is the second one. And dedications for the propagations and prosperity of the Buddha's doctrine, embodying as it does the twofold goal. So this is the three subdivisions that in this chapter has. in this subject has. And now here is today the second, the first one, the dedications of virtues as the cause of happiness and of benefit for others. And in that subdivision also has another two subdivisions. And dedication of virtue in order to free that weak from suffering. Weak means W-E-A-K, weak from suffering. And dedications of virtues, virtue for the sake of particular perfecting the supreme goal. So this is the two subdivision there. And then today is the first one, dedication of virtues in order to free the weak from suffering. Now within that also has two another subdivisions. The subdivision number one is general dedication of virtue in order to rid that three world of the sorrow with which they are filled, and dedications of virtue in order to free being from their particular suffering, such as those of the three lower realms. And so today is the second one. Dedication of virtue in order to free beings from their particular suffering, such as these of the three lower realms. So today is that. In that, when we say the particular suffering, so then it's talking about the lower realms. Actually, they are the samsara. When we say the cyclic of samsara, so cyclic means it's the one round, and in this one round, in wheel of life, or in this one round, that round divided into two. One is upper realms, one is lower realms. So upper realms has a three another realms, and lower realms has a three realms. So upper realms has a demigod realms, god realms, and human realms. That is what considered as an upper realms, or you can also say the fortunate realms. And now the lower realms is unfortunate realms, and in this unfortunate realms has a three different level or realms: animal realms, and then hell realms, animal realms, and the hungry ghost realm. So Shantideva, when he composed this book, he want to make aspirations, and he want to make an aspiration for those people or those sentient beings who are really into a suffering, who really need it. And then when he, so these three lower realms are really unfortunate realms. They are having immense of suffering. They don't have any opportunity to do practice, or any opportunity to save from themselves, or they can run away like that. So when he saw those kind of this scene, or those kind of the situations, then he want to make dedications particularly for those sentient beings who are in a suffering. And now then his focus was on the hell realms, because in hell realms there is the 8 hot sensations, right? Hot sensations, sufferings, and then 8 cold the suffering. So there are so many sufferings that the Shantideva saw, and then he made dedications for them, saying that may all these hell realm sentient beings, whoever suffering into the hell sensations, may they get free from that hot sensation, and then get some of the bliss, and then remain in that. And then also may those sentient beings who are really suffering in a cold situations, may they also be free from that cold suffering, and then get bliss level, and then remain there. So that was his aspiration or dedications. And then second levels, then he dedicated to the animal realms, because in animal realms, of course, there are so many animal realms. Some of animals live under the water, or some of animals they live under the ground, or some of the animals they live on the ground, and some of the animals they live on the sky or fly. over the sky. So all kind of the sentient beings, they are not safe because because when they fly, maybe they're safe for the sometimes, but then when they land down, they have to come down to the ground or tree, maybe somewhere, but still that's not safe. Other sentient beings can occupy it. Other sentient or sentient? Other sentient beings can attract and then kill and lose their life. So that kind of the suffering is always there, and also the animal realms doesn't have the the sense of understanding with the wisdom. They don't have that wisdom, so they consider in ignorance. So Shantideva saw those kind of the situation on suffering, and then he also want to make the dedications for them, for those sentient beings, for the animals realms. And then third one is the hungry ghost realm, because when you see hungry ghost realms, they have their big stomach, and then they're having a suffering of not getting the enough food and not getting enough drink, and they're hungry and they're thirsty, and then even they get something, they cannot really eat and swallow. So they're having that kind of the problems, and when Shantideva saw that problems, then he really want to make a dedication for them. Now, relating that, then he want to make a aspiration for everybody, all the sentient beings who are suffering and who are wandering in the cyclic of samsara. Till yesterday we have gone through half part, and today is the, I think, 31, right? Okay, today is here, the half part. Janju semda midal jing janju chola sholwadang sangye namji yongsu jing duiki lenam pawra shows. The verses number 31, right? I think this is the one. Verses number 31. And thus, by all the merit I have gained, may every beings leaving none sight, abandon all their evil way, embracing godnesses now and ever more. So what he is saying here is then so may all sentient beings never separate or never lose any, never be separate from this the mind of enlightenment or bodhicitta, and always remain there. And if those people who don't have that kind of the bodhicitta, mind of enlightenment, and then may all sentient beings fall into the bodhicitta's path, and then remain there. And then once they fall into this bodhisattva's path, then may all sentient beings grab them. May all sentient beings bestow the bless to them, and then hold as their follower and hold as their their follower and son. And then may all sentient beings forget or abandon all the negative karma that they have been doing so far. So that is what they are. That is what he is making aspirations. Is that the one? Right? Semjen de dak thamjeni chayang pame ringwara sho janju dewara chogyur jing chiwe dayang dagma yurs. And from the Bodhicittas, oh no, it's not from that. Yeah? 32. No. And that I explained the plain one, sorry. The second one is the 32, the before one. From Bodhicitta, and this from the 32, okay. From Bodhicitta, may they never separate and constantly engage in Bodhisattva's actions. May they be accepted as disciples by the Buddhas, drawing back from what they demons work. So this was the was that translation of that what I just chanted in Tibetan. So here what he's saying is just like mentioned. If you have received the bodhicitta, then may that never separate, and then constantly practice that as it has to be. And then if someone who doesn't have the bodhicitta, and they may also receive the bodhicitta and practice it constantly in that way. And then and also may Buddha and Bodhisattva accept them as their disciples. And then also may they abandon all their negative words or demons work that they have been doing so far. So that is the explanations, or the dedication that he made. And Semchendida Thamjini Tsayang Pame Ringwara Sho Takto Dewa Tsogyurjing Chiwi Dayang Dagma Yurus. So that 33. And may those being, each and every one, enjoy and unsurpassed longevity, living always in contentment. May the every name of death be strange to them. Now what he is saying is, may all sentient beings may all sentient beings get longevity and long life, and then also not only live a long life, but then they live a happy life, and then this complete satisfied life, and then may they never hurt any bad sound, or such as like a sound of death. So may they never hurt any kind of that words, and they may live a long life with happy life and fulfilled life, meaningful life, satisfied life. So this is what he's saying. Paksam shingi kemo chal sangye dani sangye se chonyin dhokpe kangwai chonam thanje kangwa shows. In all the 10 directions and on every side, may grove of wish-fulfilling tree abound, resounding with the sweetness of the teachings spoken by the Buddhas and their Bodhisattvas here. And it's making aspiration that may everybody reborn into, or wherever the sentient beings, may they have the fulfilled tree, so then they can make a wish and then they get whatever they want. And then and in that field, wherever they have that kind of the fulfilled tree, they may also receive the teachings from Buddha and Bodhisattvas, and then remain that and practice that. And by practicing that, then they can make their own path to get the liberations. So may all sentient beings get that kind of the opportunities. Thamche doyang sashi dak segma laso mebadang lakthil tarnyam bendruya rangshin jambu ne cheeks. And may the earth be wholesome everywhere, free from the boulders and cliffs, and then chasms, and flat and even like a level palm, and smooth like a lapis lazuli. So here making the aspiration that may all this universe, like this land. So as we all know that land is, there is the mountain, that is the Himalaya, that is the ups and down, there is the let's say ups and downs. It's not the level. So because of that, then we have to go ups and down here and there, left and right, because to go to straight there is no path, and then everything is ups and down. So here saying that to make easy and comfortable, may all land becomes how to state without not even like small like piece of the how to say stone that that has in this land. So make like very pure and then cleans, very straight, as just like or like palm. It's palm that very plain, very straight, and very smooth. So same way, he's making aspiration, he's making a dedications and then aspiration that may all these universals become like the palm of your hand, very smooth, straight, and then it's a beautiful place. So that all the sentient beings live in happy lives and then long life and beautiful life and bliss life. Khorgi kilkhor yoguryang janju semba mangbo dak rangi lekpe sateng dak gembra jebe shugyur cheeks. And for many circles of disciples, may multitude of the bodhisattvas live in every land, adoring them with every excellence. So where all the sentient beings lives, so it's saying that may that sentient beings surrounded by all the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas, and then at that land that they like Bodhisattva, especially this how to say this Sambhogakayas Bodhisattvas, level of Bodhisattva, they have their all kind of the ornaments, they have all kind of the facilities, and they have their own knowledge, and then they live since they live in this like 10 bhumis level. So then they have all kind of the knowledge, and then there's no confusions, no sufferings, no this ups and down. So here also making a aspiration that may all sentient beings also live surrounded by the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas, and then leave all those kind of the that land that you like, and then wherever you live, or wherever you stay or you live, and then that land becomes full of these ornaments and then beautifuls. So then you live very happily there, and then receive the teachings and then practice. The very purpose of living is practice. So the practice is important. Lucheng kunji jadang ni shingdang vesere thamche dang namkhal lejang chojida dimecheba thobrashos. And from the bird song and then singing of the trees, from the soft of light, and then from the sky itself, may living beings, each and every one, perceive the constant sound of Dharma. So when all sentient beings live surrounded by Buddhas and Bodhisattvas in a peaceful life, at that time, all that bird and then other sentient beings, they make who has that beautiful sounds. You can also hear that beautiful sounds, and then also trees and the light and everything's also it's kind of blossoms, and everything's brightness, and it's very, very beautiful. And not only that, but then at that times, may all sentient beings receive the teachings from the sky constantly, and then then that teachings will remind you, and then you practice it, and then that will gives you the benefits. Dedak takto sangye dang janchu se dang te gyuri chik Chp.10 ni thayeba doye lama chobra shows. And Always may they come into the presence of the Buddhas and meet with Bodhisattvas, offspring of the same, with cloud of offering unbounded. May the teachers of the world be worshipped. Uh, so, so there is making, and so that kind of the sentient beings who live in this world, who are wandering in this world right now, may this all sentient beings always meet with the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas, and then when they meet Buddhas and Bodhisattva, also may they make a immense of offerings, and then by doing that offering, then the Buddhas and Bodhisattva also receive those offering, and then bestow them blessings and bestow them this opportunity, and how to give them teachings, and then by receiving that teachings, and then they practice and make their own path. Hayang dusu char bebjing lotok punzum chobrasho gyalbo choshin jejur chik jigden dajang darwarashos. So till here, okay. May kindly spirit being the rains on time, rains on time, for harvest to be rich and then plentiful. May princess rules according to the Dharma. May the world be bliss with all prosperity. So till here, so it's saying that we are talking about this three lower realms, and also we are only talking about the Dharma part. But here, let's say Dharma part, and then also to get the enlightenment. But then to live in this world, also we need like prosperity, and then happy life. So here the Shantideva want to make that aspiration that to live in this world. So what people can do, especially at that time, and I think even now, for the farmer, they need the water on time. If they don't have a water on time, rain on time, then they cannot grow their farm, and then they cannot farm, and then they don't have a good result. So, and then also to live in this world a happy life, you have to have all kind of the facilities, the wealth, money, name, all kind of that. And then now also this, what is that? In this world, to really have the peaceful the country or peaceful world, then the leader of that country must have this concept of concept of law of cause and effect, or how to say, the person must have the compassions, let's say, compassions towards all the sentient beings, especially for their peoples. And if they have that compassions, then they can, take care of the sentient, take care of their public. Can I say public? Take care of their peoples. And if the leader itself is so much self-centered, and then only the corruption one, then there's all kind of the problems begins from there. And then also that public will suffer because of that leader's decisions. And so here Shantideva also making aspiration for that. So here saying that may who make the waters rain from the sky, the God is saying that may that God they make a rain on time, so that farmer can have a good result. And then also that's result, that when they have the water rain on time, then the result will have good. So when they have a good result, means then they have good enough food to eat. So then they have a happy life. So then it's also saying for the happy life and the complete life, successful life, or prosperity life. And then now to make whole country is happy and successful, then that king must rule the country according to the dharma. If that king or that minister or president rule the country according to the dharma, then that everything goes smooth, and then that people also his or her people also get the good result or good life, and then the king itself also have a good merit. Now when we say that according to the dharma, it means according to the law of cause and effect, according to the nature law, not going opposite of dharma. Let's say like killings, stealings, this kind of thing is the opposite of dharma. If you do that, then maybe for instance, for a short time, maybe that person gets some kind of profit, but then for a long time, so then when that comes around, then that will harm you and then your peoples, and then that is how that's a war, and then problems will begin. So king need to be, the leader need to be understand that things, and then so he think that may whole universals becomes peace and happiness and prosperity as it has to be. That is what he's making aspirations. Menam thudan dhemba dang sanga dejo dubra sho. Khando simpo la sokpa nyingje sandan denjur cheeks. May medicines be full of strength. May secret words of the power be chanted with the success. May spirit of the air that feed on flesh be kind, their mind imbued with pity. So he's making an aspiration that may all medicines which help to cure the disease, may that kind of the medicines gain the enough power and endow the enough power, and then heal to the sentient beings' problems. And then also when people chant the mantra, the tantric mantra, may that mantra also can work as it has to be, and then mantra get the blessing and siddhis, and then help to fulfill their peaceful activities, elaborate activities, and then the empowerment activities and the wrathful activities. So all these four types of the activities, may all these four types of the activities be accomplished. And then also some of the animals who fly through space, and then also the evil spirit who doesn't have this physical body but then fly over the sky. So that kind of the spirit then always attack the the weak peoples, weak, W-E-A-K, weak peoples who doesn't have enough strength. So that kind of the peoples, the spirit always target, and then captures, and then let do the bad things, and then also make them suffer. So because why they are doing that? Because they don't have the compassion towards that sentient beings, towards that animals. So compassion is very important in that way. So that was the one, in this Chandrakriti's book, he says, "Ningje sem dang isu melodang janju semagel se nam ki gyu." He said, it says that when we say the bodhisattvas or bodhicittas, it's actually bodhicitta itself. Its compassion itself is the bodhicitta. Actually, compassion is the root of bodhicitta. roots of bodhicitta. Yeah, bodhicitta's root. Yeah. So if what that if this a person doesn't have the compassion, then that person's never be able to develop or never be able to receive and develop the bodhicitta. So then in that way, then compassions become the root of bodhicitta. Now, what is the compassion? Compassion is the very, this how to say, sinew of compassions. Now, love, I mean, like love is the very sinew of compassion. Sinew, Sinew, sinew. Oh yes. The without love, without like kindness, without feel pity or understand someone's this what is that problems, that person never be able to develop the compassions. Because compassion means you must understand the suffering. You must know what is the suffering means. And then you must feel the suffering. When someone's really suffering, you must feel that suffering. And then with understanding or feeling that sufferings, and then not wanting that suffering, and you must, how to say, you pray that, or you wish, make a wish or make a prayer that, saying that I wish I could do something, I wish I could help, or maybe I want to help that the particular person who is going through that suffering. If you have that kind of the pity or that kind of the, I don't know, it's a mercy or that kind of thoughts, let's say, that kind of the thoughts, then that thought is what we call compassions. So now that to come that kind of the compassion, you have to have kindness and love also to say to wanting have a happy life. Like for example, if I don't have any compassion, any love, and then wish towards Gompo that may Gompo lives a happy life, then that's also no way that I can develop my compassions towards Gompo, because I don't have that compassion towards Gompo. I don't have that any love and then care and then this kindness towards Gompo. So if I have that the love and kindness towards Gompo, then automatically when Gompo suffers some things, or when Gompo's having some kind of the problems, then that automatically that feelings comes out, and that feelings is what we call compassions. So here saying that compassion is considered the Bodhisattva's root, and the compassion and then love is very sinew of compassions. So here it's saying that, so compassions, because now the sentient, that evil spirit and then some sentient beings who fly over the sky, that the spirit doesn't have the compassions or doesn't have any love. So because of that, they are harming other sentient beings. So Shantideva making aspiration that may all those spirits also gain the compassions, endow the compassion. Can I say endow? Endow the compassion, or may get may they generate the compassions. That is what he's making aspirations. Semjen gayang dugma jur, digba majur, nama jurus, digba majur, nama jurus, jigdang nyeparan mijur shing, gayang himi dewa, gayang himi dema jurus. May beings never suffer anguish. Let them not be sick nor evilly behave. May they have no fear nor suffer insult. Always may their mind be free from sorrow. So, so it's making aspiration that may all sentient beings never be in suffering, never be any sadness and sorrow. And then also may sentient beings never have any kind of this sin, or sin, or that afflicting emotions. and may all sentient beings never let to do any kind of the negativities, negative karma, and then also then may sentient beings never get any sick or disease, and then may sentient beings never get any fear and terrifyings, and then also never how to say, never get any kind of the humiliations, humiliations, and never get fall down. And then also may sentient beings never become sad and unhappy in their mind, and then fulfilled, and then always remain into the happy and bliss life. That's what it's saying. Sukla khanam lokpa dang khatun gi ge lekshe shows. Tartu gedun tumba dang and gedun doyang dubra shows. In monasteries, temples, and the like, may reading and reciting widely flourish. May harmony prevails among the Sangha. May, that's 42, verses number 42. May its purpose be all fulfilled. So, in monastery, if we live in monastery, then now the purpose of monastery is to practice. And what we do practice is then reading, chanting, and then do some actual the practice, or apply or implement that what you read, what you chant. So that is what we use for the temple. That is what we use. That is what we do in temple. So, so it's saying that in temples, and this kind of the readings and writings are flourish and becomes more facilities type of things. And then also in Sangha, may all Sangha have this harmonious life, and they love each other, respect each other, and then having those things, then also may all sentient beings fulfill their own wish, whatever they want to wish. So here the wish of all Sangha is then to get the realizations. Now that is our goal. All Sangha's goal or Sangha wish is to get the realizations. Now to get the realization, then the sadhana, and then the practice, the reading and chanting of mantra, and then respect each other with Sangha. Each other is very essential or very important. So he's making that aspiration. Labadube gelong dak emba danyang tobrasho ewa thamche pangne ni semni lerungom yurchi. And then now, may ardent monks intent upon the practice, they find perfect place for retreat in solitude, abandon every vagrant thought, and meditate with trained and serviceable mind. So, for the ardent monk, or that is a novice monk, or the full ardent monks, ardent monks, it's saying here, may this ardent monks, now ardent, the purpose or wish of ardent monks is to then practice and then develop their wish, develop their intentions, the afflicting altruistic intentions, to develop that. And also it's saying that tame your mind. That is what ordains, the wish. So those sentient beings, or those monks and nuns who want to practice and do meditations and tame their mind, saying that may those monks get the isolate place where they can practice. And now what we're really not being able to do right now is the distraction thoughts. Distraction, something that we're not really being able to stop getting distracted. So now that is saying that may all those monks and nuns able to stop that distractions, and then tame their mind and make it that serviceable, or make it that be able to do anything that they want to do. So make your mind flexible, make your mind free from the all kind of the discursive thoughts. So then your mind has full of wisdoms. So when you have that kind of the wisdoms, then that never go wrong way. So that is what we call serviceable mind. Then gelong manam nye denshings tabdang neba pawrshos deshin rabdu juwa kun tsulinyaba majorjigs. And may nuns have all their wants supplied. May quarreling and spite be strange to them. Let all who have embraced the monastic life uphold the pure and thence unimperial, observant. And then may all the nuns who are who are there, what's that practice, and then who are there like helping others or whatever that the wish is, may they get that the all kind of these facilities that they want to have, so then they can use that, and then they can supply, or they can help other sentient beings. And then during that times, then maybe sometimes we may have some kind of the discussions, or some ups and downs. So then here saying that at that time may nobody get any kind of the discussion discussed, and then also may never get any kind of the problems at that point. And then all kind of this negative thoughts and negative problems, and that kind of the discussing thoughts may abandon. And then and those who have received the fully audience, and then may they be able to practice that and keep that the vow pure, and then hold the vow as it has to be, and then practice their this how does that practice that that disciplines, and keep your vow safe, and then never let it use. So that is what the aspiration or dedication is. Suldim chalwe hijung ne takto dikpa seje sho. Dedo dhagyang thopgyur ne dreyang tulshuk minyam shows. May those who break their discipline repent, and always may they strive to cleanse away their fault, and thus may they acquire a fortunate reward wherein to practice the stainless disciples. And then it's also saying, may those who break their vow, and then they have this kind of the sin, that sin. Can I say sin? Yes, I say sin, right? Sin. Also, may all those sins be repent or restore, the cleanse, and then also that those people who have broke their vow also get the method or the path to go to liberations, to go to bliss or happy land, and then also not only they get the happy path to go to happy, but then stick on that and then practice that, and then really concentrate on that and then practice that, and never let it down again. So never let break down again, and then it's keep continue that until you get the liberations. Kheba namni kurwa dang sonyam dajang nyebra sho gyuni yongsu dagba dang chonam kundu dagbra sho. May wise and learned beings be revered and always be sustained by alms. May they be pure in mind, and may their fame spread far and wide. And so now who have got this the path to go to liberations, and then the person then stick on that path and then practice to that kind of the persons, saying that may all the like wise persons and then learned one also respect them, and then also then always what's that because now as a monk, then we don't have any income source, let's say. Then so you have to survive, you have to bake. Can I say bake? You have to bake, and then you have to eat. So then it's saying that, so as a monk you have to go begging, and then whatever you get, so you have to eat. Sometimes you don't get it, but here it's saying that may all those monks who go for begging, may they get the pure foods, pure things, and then they get, and then with that, then may always your mind and body and then your practice be pure and then clean. And then not only that, then as a good practitioner, as a good learned, as a good monk, then your name as a good monk, your name as a good practitioners spread all over the directions as far as it can go. It's saying Nyensung dungal minyong sing kawa choba mepar yang hlawe lakpi lukini dedak sangye nyu dupshos. May beings never languished in the lower realms. May pain and hardship be unknown to them. With bodies greater than the gods, may they attain enlightenment without delay. And this aspirations also very famous. I mean, like most of the time at the in our practice, in aspiration part, we also chant this one. Nyensung dungal minyong kawa choba mebayang habel hai lugine dedak sanjit nyurup shows. It means like may all sentient beings never never experience or never suffer as this three lower realms, like hell realms, animal realms, and then hungry ghost realm. This is three lower realms. So may all sentient beings never experience or suffer in three lower realms, and also never suffer and wander in this suffering of samsara. And then may all sentient beings get the longevity life, and then huge body, as huge, even bigger than God realms. God realms God, because God realms has a long life, very long life, according to comparing to our human lives, God life is way long than we think. So may all sentient beings get that kind of the long life, and that is that kind of the facilities life. And then some. Now, why what we do, having that kind of the long life, then practice the Buddha Dharma, practice this path, and may all sentient beings attain the enlightenment as soon as possible or without delay. So that is what this aspiration is. Okay. With this, then this what is that? The dedications. Yes, general dedications of virtues in order to. No, the second one. The dedications of virtues in order to free beings from their particular sufferings, such as this of the three lower realms. So this chapter is now complete. Now the second one, dedication of virtues for the sake of perfecting the supreme goal. So today is that. Simjin kuingi len mangdu sange thamje cho jeching sange dewa thai be takdu jedan den yurchis. May beings time and time again make offering to all the Buddhas, and with the Buddhas unimaging bliss, may they enjoy undimmed, right? Unimagined. Undiminished is undimmed. Okay, undimmed and then constant happiness. Don't confuse me, Kumpala. I'm just teasing here. So here, what he's saying is, all the sentient beings. So many times, they have been doing offerings and then prostrations and respect and homage to all the Buddhas and Bodhisattva. And many times, not only the one times, not only the two times, but then many times in many life, they are doing that. And then by doing that, then so far we are able to receive some blessings. Let's say like, we are being able to reborn as a human being. We are really have this healthy life, successful life. But we are not really getting what we want yet. So here as making an aspiration that as sentient beings offer and make an offer, make offer and then homage, to Buddhas and Bodhisattvas so many times. Same way as Buddha has that immense or infinite love and compassion and then bliss. So that bliss may get all the sentient beings also. So then that sentient beings also can be as a Buddha and then live as a Buddha and get the free and then bliss. Janchu semba nam yini dodin thula gongdup sho gombo gini gang gongba semchen nam layang dejur shows. And may all bodhisattvas now fulfilled their high intentions for the sake of wanderers. May sentient beings now obtained all that their guardian wish for them. It's that now. This what it's saying is all the bodhisattvas, like bodhisattva who has reached this what is that? The bhumi levels. From the first bhumi to 10 bhumi, there is the 10 bhumi. So from the first bhumi onwards, whoever the bodhisattvas remain there, the sentient that Bodhisattva was always think about helping to others, always think about the sentient beings, and always try to do something for the sentient beings. And but then sometimes it's not really being able to help sentient beings due to sentient beings' own karma, their own mentalities. Not because the Bodhisattva don't want to help them, but the sentient beings not really being able to connect with that Bodhisattva's compassions. So it's not really being able to, help. So here, making aspiration that may all those this Bodhisattva, whoever want to help to sentient beings on and doing some things, may those all wish fulfilled. So then they can help the sentient beings. And then also, and then here the leader, the wise one, like Buddha Shakyamuni himself, and in his mind also has so much of thoughts, so much of intentions, keen to help to sentient beings, and then how to say, their knowledge that Buddha have the knowledge. So here making aspiration that may all sentient beings also get that knowledge that Buddha had. And so that is what it's making aspiration that Deshin rangsang ge namdang nyinton namden de jurchis, and may the hearer and then partake Buddhas gain their perfect happiness. And then now, who now let's say that happiness, that knowledge that Buddha has, let's say like the knowledge of enlightenment, knowledge of all and everything's know, or knowledge of omniscient, right? The omniscient, the knowing everything. So here he made an aspiration that may all sentient beings have or gain that kind of knowledge. And here with that, now as a Parteke Buddha, and as a Theravadas practitioners, as Parteke Buddha's practitioners or Theravadas practitioners, the Parteke Buddha, right? Parteke Buddha means they not really depend on the teachers, but they just meditate and they realize, they remember his past life teachers, what his teacher said in the past life. So they remember that, and then bringing his memory back, and then practice that, and then and then try to get the arahat level. So that is what it called Pratyeka Buddha. Without teachers, that's trying to practice. And how he practice, is then like 12 interdependent arisings practice. Like for example, when you go to this cemetery, right? Like where people are buried after death. So when you go there, and then you see these people's bone, and then those things, and then now you investigate where this bone come from. Then that comes from human body, dead body. So where the dead body come from? Then from the alive body. Where their live body comes from, and then like this is go, and then connect into the ignorance, go backward. So that is how they investigate themselves, and then they investigate in that way, and then they realize in his past life what his teacher said, and then they practice on that, and then try to be free from that kind of this 12 link of how that they wander in the suffering of samsara, and by doing that, then they get the arhat level. So that is what we call Pratyeka Buddha's level. And then now the Hinayana level is what Shakyamuni Buddha taught, like following the discipline, practicing the discipline part, and then and then get into that, get familiar with that, and then having that this Pratimoksha vow, that followed into vow, and then try to the practice that not to let break down or lose that vow or that samaya, and keep practicing that. Not only that, but then also try to understand there is no I, there is no self, and then investigating one's own body and speech and mind, and then five aggregates and all and everything, and then finally realize that's no I. And then when you understand there is no I, there is no self, then you become realization, arahat level. So that is their goal. So here, what Shantideva making aspiration is, may even those Pratyeka Buddhas practitioners and the Theravada's practitioners also gain, may also get this Buddha's quality, also get Buddha's knowledge, as the Buddha's level. So that is what here aspiration is. And then, okay, so this is the today's class. So we don't have much now. Maybe one more class, and then at the last class, then we can have little bit of celebration. Okay, and then okay, yes, thank you so much for listening to me, listening my broken English. I'm very much grateful to KPC and Jetsuma Rinpoche for this opportunity. Yeah, because I know myself that I don't have this capacity to speak, especially this language, which I never learned. So yeah, but I'm just following Guru's advice. I don't want to disappoint anyone. So I just follows their instructions and blessings. So far it's going okay for me, but I don't know for the Sangha, so I'm sorry if I have wasted your time. Okay, please.
It's very good for the Sangha, from what I experienced. We'll do dedication first. Zamnamdayi damje zepanye dubene bedanam bajeshi Kegana jibala drupaye sebe zole druva druva shu Rinchen gezo daye druva kun Tatu dambe chedan yadrashi Ranchen duni zukpata jinde Chunga drukbe zikden zepashu Sangye demba dashin ge bashu Sanchen tamche deshin ge bashu Ranshen danu chula chubashu Ranshen dami lungi drupashu Gewa gundu yanda gamada Drume chugi bala lanjushin Sada langi yonten takune Oden lame gyopan yodojo. By this effort, may all sentient beings be free of suffering. May their minds be filled with the nectar of virtue. In this way, may all causes resulting in suffering be extinguished. May only the light of compassion shine throughout all realms.
Okay, good night, everybody.